Okay, I'm back. My name's Mark. I still haven't got the camera thing right. Let's see. I'm going to try to keep this briefer than I did last time. So, okay, there we go. Yeah. All right. This is my second book review, and this is the book. It is called Fluke by James Herbert. I wanted to read one of his books because, well, sometimes I get in this thing where I just want to read a particular genre. Sometimes it's horror. I just gotta read a horror book because I want to be scared. I haven't been really yet. I mean, Shining was scary, but I read that years and years and years and years ago. The Deep, or just Deep, by the same guy who wrote The Troop, was pretty close to scary. Didn't like The Troop. It really didn't do anything for me. But some of these newer ones, these extreme ones, like Baby in a Blender, or something about a children's playground with razor blades and things. I don't know how the story goes. I mean, Baby in a Blender. Some guy puts a baby in a blender and that's the story. I don't know. Because I don't know. I can't really say anything about it. I guess they call it extreme horror. I've never read one. Don't know if I will. Anyways, I recently finished James Herbert, Fluke. I don't know if it's backwards for you guys, but it's called James Herbert Fluke. It's starting to rain. It's about a dog that gets born in a puppy mill and grows up, kind of a jerk dog, I gotta admit that, who discovers he was once a person. And the concept was interesting. The book was okay. The ending, I guess there's a twist ending because he's telling the story to a homeless guy who's dying. And he kind of like, hey, when you walked away from people and now you're dead. But how would the dog know how the guy lived his life? Kind of judgy. Of course, if you're in a right mood, it kind of hits you hard a little. It did me. So, the two books I just recently read, Who Censored Roger Rabbit would be better. I mean, it's a short book. It's an interesting concept, but the dog isn't really very likable. Not to me. It's kind of a jerk. Doesn't want to learn anything. Kind of a jerk. So, now it's thundering. No, I'm sorry. I'm not a professional reviewer, so this is about as good as it gets for now. I don't know about tropes. For the longest time, I didn't even know what the word meant. I think people use it too often. Just like iconic. All things are not iconic. Anyways, we'll be done with that. So my simple opinion was, I would read Rats. It's better, I've been told. I don't think I can read it because it's too, gory. But I heard this is really, one of his best books. And I think there's a sequel. Yep, I'm getting wet. So right now I'm reading The Chestnut Man. I started watching on Netflix, but I couldn't figure out what was going on. I mean, at the beginning, the sheriff comes in and examines his farm, and there's a woman dead and another person dead, and a boy running around who's scared to death. He goes downstairs, and there's a girl. She's dead. No, she's scared to death. And he turns around and he's killed. Obviously, it was the boy. But then there's this other murder, and they don't even mention the first murder anymore, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. It wasn't until I read the book that I started to read the book, I realized, hold it, that's not the same murder that they talk about later. Like, hold it, they're not even talking about the other people who are dead. All they're talking about this woman. Because it's not the same murder, I put them together for some reason. The first murder was done in when Gorbachev was president, and the wall just recently came down, or about to come down with sunlight. The next one is Modern Times. I didn't put it together. So I couldn't watch the series anymore because I was too confused. What was going on? They're cutting too much out. Then I realized, no, I was not paying attention. So, wow, I got a pointy head. I mean, if you shot me really hard, I might go through a wall. I don't know if it's actually that pointy. It's just the angle. You know, but shoot, it might be pointy. I got a pointy head. Deal with it. Okay, so where was I? I got off track, didn't I? Majorly. It's raining. Any smart person would, hang this up for now, even though the sky's not as bright. So I don't know how well this video is going to come out, but I'm still out here. Because I'm not very bright, even though I tell myself not to drink caffeine because it's going to hit me the next day. I say, well, it's early enough and I'm really, really tired and I got to get through this day. And I do it, and the next day, boom, I'm asleep all day. All day. I said, well, maybe I have it early enough. Well, maybe if I had it at 12 or 1, but I had it like 2 or 3. No, I was off at 3, so I must have had it at 1. And it's still the next day, I'm a zombie. I'm in bed the whole day, and when I finally wake up, I feel so ashamed, I don't do anything. I just stay in bed the rest of the day until my sister goes to bed so I can get out and eat, because I feel like I'm ashamed. I'm a very weird person, I think. I just keep it to the book reviews, because other than that, you probably wouldn't give you any reason to watch. But then again, I got to keep on telling myself, this is not for you. I'm not expecting there's anybody on the other end on this. Maybe an alien force thousands of light years away that's going, I can relate. Or disembodied souls. I go, yeah, been there. But no, I'm not expecting that. So back to the Chestnut Man. So I started reading it. Thought, maybe it might make more sense. It does, because I made a big mistake. I put the 2 murders together, but they're not. Now, I'm not giving away a lot because it's at the very beginning of the book and the very beginning of the series. So I think the murderer is the boy. They don't really seem to hide the fact that he was the one only one in the house. But, we got to get there. It's not bad. The chapters are very short, very easy to read. You can just read an hour and not go, oh man, that was such a struggle. Like some of the books, you just go like, you're done. And then you can just keep on reading without realizing it. It's like a television show almost. Like a Netflix show. Streaming book. Just keep on reading and you can't help it. So when I get done with that, maybe I'll do another video. For myself, of course. But this book, wasn't a big fan. Who censored Roger Rabbit? More of a fan. That's all I got. Okay. So bye, everybody. It's raining pretty good now. Hey, 10 minutes. Okay, that's it. Bye.